So, Johnny, we're here at Silverstone, penultimate weekend of the season, and you've had a great year, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a strong year so far. Managed to adapt to the car quite quickly, which has been a big positive. Obviously a big jump from what I've only ever driven before this, but with the decent amount of testing we've done, we've not done a huge amount of days, but the days we have done have been good quality, which I think is the main thing. The support from obviously Octane Finance, compliance guys, and not only them, but Toro Verde as well. The engineers we've got here, the mechanics. I don't think it's any doubt that without their help, without Ed's help, and really anyone behind all of this, that we not only would we be not as successful this year, but there's a possibility we wouldn't even be here in the first place. So it's not just a one-man band, as I'm sure everyone's aware. It's a lot of effort that goes in not only to making it to the weekends, but then we've got 15, 20, sometimes even 30 mechanics on the car, obviously spread across the team, and personnel, engineers. It's a big effort, and big massive workshop, putting day in, day out. It's big effort.
Yeah, obviously it was a huge jump up from what you were doing, last couple of seasons. So it must have been like a relief now, looking back, that risk has kind of paid off, and it's all gone well.
Yeah, it has. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a risk. At the end of the day, I'm not here to make up numbers. I'm here to make a career, and to make a career, you've got to make these kind of jumps. You can't be scared of a big, fast car. It's at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you drive it to the grip you have. But like I said, you can't be. If you're trying to make a career, you can't be scared of making a big jump. You've got to just go into the deep end and do it. And I think I think it was Jade Edwards said in commentary over me at Knock Hill, she mentioned again obviously the big jump I've made, but she said it herself. She's been on the touring car grid, she's done a lot of things in her years, and she said it herself. If you're trying to make a career, you've got to get your name out there, make these big jumps, get into these types of cars quite early on, because by the time you're 20, 25 and you're looking at potentially being paid, you want to have already had that experience in these types of cars. And I think it was hugely important, like I said, to get into these cars, to learn them, quite early on in my career, but to also be on the Toka package, get a good amount of coverage, get my name out there, and obviously the support from Porsche as well has been mega.
For sure. And this weekend's super important. You can actually wrap up the championship this weekend at this event with one to go. That's going to be the aim, isn't it? Staying out of trouble, getting those podiums, and finishing the job.
Yeah, I don't want it to get too ahead of myself, because ultimately it's not done yet. It's very possible, but like I said, nothing's done till it's done. And the weather's looking quite interesting for the weekend. We've shown good pacing in dry, good pacing in wet. But I think the races will definitely be wet, and with the wet tyres that Michelin produced for these cars, they're amazing in terms of the amount of grip they give you and confidence, but they chuck up so much spray to a point. Me being in the club sport, starting behind the faster RSs, the first few laps I don't think I'll be seeing much of anything. So it's just going to be about, like you said, staying out of trouble, keeping my nose clean. We know we've got good pace, we just need to keep it clean.
For sure. Should be a very interesting one. Best of luck for it, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.